Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to Chumama House.
We're smiling, but we're very disappointed.
I'm a little annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm a little annoyed.
disappointed and annoyed.
I don't live my life in like negativity or anything like that, which I love. But when something bothers me, I'm like, this thing is annoying. Like this, okay. I always think it's so funny. You know it's not funny when I start off with I always think it's funny. It's not funny.
I think it's funny how.
I just thought it was funny how.
I find it funny how.
Girl.
What did you find funny?
I find it so funny how people be talking about me and I'll be like, I forgot you exist.
No.
I'm
literally.
like, wait. Like, I just have so many thoughts, but let me rant for a second, okay?
Yes, rant. Mm-hmm.
Because
I'm here.
when people talk about me and then it comes back to like my family or something, and I'm like, huh? I haven't thought about this person since I was like 8 years old. Why are you talking about me?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but I get it. If I lived your life, I would talk about somebody more exciting too. So when people be talking about me, I'm like, they ain't got enough business. For me, y'all, I was telling our older sister, I was like, I'm so obsessed with myself. Like, I'm so into myself. Like, I wake up and I'm like, ooh, what should I do today? Like, ooh, what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? I ain't got time to be like, hey, what is my little cousin doing today? What is she up to today? So I could talk about her. Like, that's annoying.
Yeah.
I think it's so weird how so many people talk about us and don't know us. I don't want to give any energy or attention to these kinds of people. But I feel like kind people don't say enough about this. And I know you've experienced this very much as well. Can I hear your thoughts?
Ooh, Tramama. That's what I thought of. Because here's the thing. Their Tramama, is very negative. She talked loud about people. So her children are probably gonna do the same. It's only a few of them that don't because they worked on healing themselves. So that's why. So that made me think, okay, the ones that aren't aware and aren't intentional in healing,
That's facts.
those are the ones that talk about you. And that makes me sad for them because it's like,
Yeah.
if you found healing within yourself, you wouldn't be so busy talking about other people.
Oh
Like,
my
that honestly makes me
gosh.
annoyed for you and hurt for you and sad for them because they are like misrepresenting what they claim to believe in also. Because I know, like, especially one of them is like super religious and like they serve and stuff, and her husband is a pastor.
Girl.
And so it's like, why? Like, okay, everyone can have their own opinions, but like sometimes just like you can not say them. You can choose not to do that, especially if it doesn't like bring any life.
You could
to
just
anyone.
not.
You could
Just, don't.
You could
Just stop.
That's a thought.
It's so annoying. I'm just like, okay. And like when people talk about us, how did you talk about us and not mention anything good that we've done? How we actually are? Why are you talking about something that I did when I was 17 or I called somebody out on
And
something?
you didn't even do anything wrong.
Wrong, period.
You didn't.
Yeah.
That is so annoying. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry for me. Be sorry for them because you don't mess with God's people.
Maybe they needed help during that time, so they. Okay, you know what you should say? Here's your nose back because I found it in my business.
I found it in my booty.
Ew. Okay, no, but I remember, the people we talking about, they had another sibling that told their other sibling, who I like, that I was a bad influence on her. And I was like, how? And at the time, I was like, what, 19, 20? And I was just like, what did I do? Like maybe, okay, if I'm such a bad influence on her, then be a better influence on her then.
Oh, period.
Like, why would you say that to her? And like, the thing is, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, okay, I don't know what I did, but I remember, yeah, it was just so weird. But I was like, okay, maybe they just talk and they don't think before they do.
I feel like when people talk about us, it's always about these things. They say how they feel. They just how they want. Mm-hmm. They go where they want to go. They believe in things. You shouldn't kill people. How dare they? Because this had came about because apparently some person was mad that I don't think Black people should be murdered.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And I was like, wait, said the church going, Christian preaching, Christ following, you're mad that your little cousin thinks that people shouldn't be killed?
That is crazy and absurd.
That's beyond me. And also, if you know me, you know I have no problem saying something to you. However, when people have a problem with me, they never say it to me.
Because they're scared.
As they should be.
They're scared.
You should be very scared of me. Because I'm going to respond.
And it's so weird because the thing is, I expected more from them because they're older.
Girl, age don't mean nothing to them.
Okay, just because you're older doesn't mean you're aware or that you are considerate and thoughtful.
Or that you care or that,
So, but it's just like, ew, are you so closed-minded? I'm so sorry that happened. That's so stupid of them.
Girl, do not apologize
People
to
cannot
me.
critically think at all.
I don't feel sorry for me because I think like, wait, I think of it like this. When I hear people say things about me, I had to look at it like this. If someone came and called me purple, would I be mad? Yeah. No, I'm not purple.
Their opinions don't matter.
Because it's not true.
Yeah.
And also, didn't nobody ask for your opinion? And if you want to give an opinion, give it to me. And if you want to say something to me, call me. If you don't have my number, you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. So I'm actually at a point where I'm like, I pity you. Like, how sad is your life that you're worried about mine?
Yeah. I guess ours is just more interesting.
Honestly, the most difficult thing I have to do every day is figure out what to eat. I do not care about what people are doing.
Yeah. Okay, this is random, but sometimes I'm like, damn, I spoil myself so much with like whatever I want, I get. So I'm like, I don't know what to eat no more because what do I want to eat?
Oh my gosh.
Like, I know, literally. Yeah,
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. Like, our older sister took me out for my birthday, right? And when they brought up my birthday dessert, I told her, I was like, I'm so blessed. I never know what to wish for. Yeah, this past year, I just didn't know what to wish for because I'm like, aww. I literally have everything I want in my life. Like,
damn, lucky.
I mean, obviously, there's more that I aspire to have, but I'm like, at my very core, things that I want and need, I have. Which is probably instead of like talking about me, can you be inspired? I think that's valid. Like, I look up to you. Like, you do this thing. Can you tell me more about that? But it's like never like that.
I think it's because they don't want us to be the way that we are. So then they talk about us. Not everyone wants you to be healed. They want you to be where they remembered you at.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And so I think maybe that's why they want you to keep your mouth shut, especially about like what inspired them to bring you up in the first place and like their opinions and views on why you made your video and stuff. It's like what you spoke up about.
It's very weird. Like, I know we're speaking in a general way right now because I kind of don't want to say too much. But the principle of it is I'm annoyed by people just talking about people. And I know you guys might think it's ironic, but talking about people in a way, they're talking about me in a way that is like judgmental or it's also inaccurate. And it's kind of like, oh, you have family, you have kids, you have all this, and
how you got all this time? Okay, we don't
need to read a book.
We don't even got kids or spouses.
Because we're so obsessed with ourselves.
And so it's just like, how did they find time? Can't they be obsessed with their kids and their families and not talk about us?
No, this is why people like don't hang out with their kids or don't care about their kids, don't know their kids are struggling. It's because they're so worried about random people that they don't know. It's actually really sad.
Yeah. You know what you need to do? Pray and be patient.
Don't. You know what? We shouldn't even post this video. I should just forgive them.
Forgive.
And forget.
And read the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. That's exactly what we'll do.
Okay.
All right. But on a serious note, I think it's really sad when people, like, just do that for a living. Wait, are they getting paid for this?
No, but we should be getting paid for this. Shoot. Okay, I do want to kind of like turn this back, and I know that like their opinions don't matter. But I also know that sometimes when we continuously hear negative talk about us, it can affect our energy. How do you take care of yourself and prioritize your peace, even like despite everything that people say about you?
I would be lying if I said it didn't bother me. And the thing is that like this was mentioned to me like 10 years ago. So it was like brought back up to me. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, again? this is still a thing. Like, people are still talking about me. And again, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, all I'm doing is calling people out on the bullshit that they've done. And
They did that to Jesus.
And that's why they killed Jesus.
Because if Jesus was here as in the human flesh,
Yeah.
they would probably be the ones crucifying him again. It's just like, why don't you see your actions? But then again, Jesus, he was like, they do not know what they do. Father, forgive them.
I think they think they're righteous in that. Like, so my thing is that, like, I feel very confident in saying how I feel, even if it's like against the grain, even if I say it alone, like, I'm gonna call bullshit out for what it is. It is what it is. And so I think it makes a lot of people uncomfortable in the way of like, I don't do that. Like, but then that's not my fault that your shame and your guilt is eating you up inside. That has nothing to do with me. So, I mean, yeah, it does bug me sometimes, like, if we're talking about mental health wise, but how do I, kind of deal with that? Girl, I was so angry. I woke up early yesterday and I journaled about it. And I got a lot of clarity from it. Thank you, boo. I feel like a lot of people, we've talked about this several times, probably in Church Trauma 1, where people are quick to judge on the physical matters of things and they don't understand or look for the heart condition. And I actually feel really sad about that because there's no person who's ever talked about me in a negative way that I would have traded spots with. And that's what comforts me, because I know that, like, I got haters and fans. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's dumb. But, on a serious note, it's just like, I feel like people who have their lives together don't have time.
Yeah.
They just don't care either.
Someone in a good spot or space wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate that they keep on doing that. But I'm so proud of you, because I'm sure they wish to be you in a way where, like, you can speak how you feel truthfully and, like, freely, while they talk about it behind your back in, like, with other people.
Yeah, like, I feel like they gather, like, okay, let's talk shit about one time, you guys, our annual meeting. Invite me to it next time. I love to answer questions.
Yeah, it's not fair if you can't be there to speak up
Why
for
can't
yourself.
I be there? Why everybody get to talk about me and I don't get to talk about me? Yeah. I actually would respect that a lot. Like,
if they,
bro.
like, bring it up to you themselves.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not, like, I don't dwell on it. It is what it is. People are who they are. I can't change that. But I'm also who I am. And who I am is, I'm just not going to continue to feed into that. If people ever feel like they should say something to me or I've done something wrong, you should reach out to me. I am not afraid to have those conversations. I love those conversations. But when people don't do that, that tells me you weren't looking for dialogue. You were just looking to talk.
Sometimes, really, that's all they do.
Yeah.
They don't want to have a discussion. They just want to speak badly of you, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which is that sucks. That's stupid.
Is that boring?
And that's not growthful at all.
Yeah.
So that's how people bond. Maybe that's how they bond.
That's low energy, y'all. That's
like
that frequency that is just
that brings me down. It's so draining to be around people who do that. It, like, literally, when I leave an atmosphere that's like that, where it's just so, like, negative, I feel like I need to recharge for, like, the next few weeks, because it's that bad. I just can't. And that's why who you surround yourself with, that matters.
It does.
So please be aware and be careful of what you say, what conversations you guys have with one another, who you talk about, and, like, your energy and your tone and everything that you do, even the way that you think, because that matters. Energy.
Yes, that energy is real, and, like, people are going to talk about you, whether it's good or bad, but how you talk to yourself is the most important
period. High five.
Talk. No, because I have to comfort myself, like, like, oh, it's okay. They're probably not okay. Yeah. So that comforts me too. Like, it's no big deal. Like, honestly, I don't live to convince people to think this way about me, to think, like, is everyone thinking I'm good? I literally don't care, y'all. So I get it. Yeah. Man, if I was y'all, I might talk about me too. Like, man, this girl, she's be saying how she feels. That must be nice. Anyway. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in.
No, okay, but I see so much growth in us, though. Like,
yeah? Like, yes, me too. Like, what do you
us
see?
Just being able to, like, speak how we feel. Like, you've already been there, but, like, it's really nice. It's like, you guys should try it. Like, say how you feel.
Do it.
And to that person. Like, whether it's good or bad. Like, Not good or bad. But
Okay.
like, if you got something to say about her, say it to her face.
Yeah.
Say it to her face.
There's a warning here, though. This may result in a lot of happiness, peace, joy.
Yes.
You might really learn to love yourselves and have confidence. And maybe that's the issue. Is maybe when you live in negativity for so long, you're like, oh no.
They're comfortable in it.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want to come out of their shell, because that's challenging to them. And I don't know. It's weird. It's like, why say it if you don't want them to hear it? Because they don't want you to hear it.
Yeah, they don't want me to hear it.
Or else they would have told you so that you'd hear it.
Hey, you ever heard a rumor about yourself and you're like, what? Dang, I didn't know I did that.
Oh my gosh, speaking of that, you sent me a few months ago, she sent me a screenshot of one of my old Snapchat stories. I don't be on Snapchat no more. And it was like, I posted something and it was like when someone calls you a slut, but little do they know you still live in West Virginia. And I remember thinking, why did I choose West Virginia? I should have just said Virginia.
you only
Virgin. People call me a slut. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was a slut. Like,
I didn't know that.
Did you know I'm a slut?
I also know, like, you were on TikTok for a bunch of attention.
Yeah,
apparently.
I'm a slut and I'm an attention whore too.
Hey,
so.
Why is it always these families? Like, it'd be like groups. Girl, if I ever decided, hey, family, all 11 of us, let's sit around and talk about this one person.
Who called me a slut? They use a fake Facebook page to call me a slut.
And that's what I don't respect. How come everybody talking? They not saying it with.
Can you just
say it with your chest?
Yeah, just tell me. Like, you don't have to hide or like go through a different page. Like, just tell me. If you
remember when people would message you like through like anonymous pages about me?
Yes, and my mom. Our mom.
Our mom would message? They would message about mom.
Yeah.
They
would
so
message
dumb.
me about you and mom. It was so weird. I was like, what the hell?
Ew.
Yeah, I got weird random Facebook messages. Even like pictures of people's things I did not want to see. But yeah. Weird. But yes, people talking mean stuff, that's not okay. It's not good to be mean.
Yeah. It's actually a waste of time, y'all. How we got free will and you gonna talk about somebody else?
You should try talking about good things. Like things that bring peace and positive energy.
Wait.
Speak life.
What about if like they're not capable, can they just mind their business?
Yeah, I think so. They can just...
Maybe it's illegal. I don't know if they know that.
Oh,
so
okay.
when you talk about this thing, how does that work?
You just gotta shut the fuck up. That's what you gotta do. Just kidding. Okay, but
not
no,
kidding.
real,
not kidding, actually.
Yeah, just it's
try
okay.
it.
Honestly, though, it's okay not to say it. It's okay not to say some things, especially things that aren't true. Especially your opinions that don't bring any positive light or energy to anyone.
Yeah,
it's okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. You know. It's hilarious. We started this video. It's so funny how, and it's not funny. But it is funny sometimes where it's like my annoyance always turns into sadness and then it turns into like, that's kind of funny.
Like, you kind of do understand. It's like when someone hurts you so bad, but you see their inner child like just needing love and healing. Y'all lucky that we are like understanding.
How y'all 10, 15 years older than me? And that's the crazy part. When you're little, oh my gosh, I had this conversation the other day. I was like, I'm so sorry to my younger self. As a child, when I was younger, I thought adults are smart.
Yes. I sometimes accidentally still think that.
No, you need to stop thinking that.
I know. I keep thinking people are like smarter and kind. Like the older you are, the more emotionally intelligent and available you are.
No, nope. You know who's smart? Smart people. You know who's kind? Kind people. Old people are just old. I used to think they were smart. I had to be like, little girl went, I'm so sorry, you were so wrong. You need to, she still be thinking people are kind.
I know. I'm like, why would they do that? That doesn't make sense.
And she'd be like, why would they lie to me? I'm like,
yeah. My family, they'd be like, no, this is how men are. This is how people are. I'm like, but why? Why would they do that? I wouldn't do that, but not everyone thinks how we think. Yes. So please be careful, especially around the people you hang out with, because that's also an issue. If you're around these people, you're going to become more like them. And do you really want that? Do you want people dragging you down?
Hey, okay. I know we should probably be wrapping up, but you know how sometimes when people are playing games and they be rage quitting?
Okay.
I just be wanting to rage delete so many people. Like annoying. And the thing is, I don't follow annoying people, but sometimes when it's your family and no, you know what? Rage deleting. I take it back.
You gonna rage delete?
Goodbye, y'all. I'll see you at the family reunion. And then even then,
they be sad that you didn't invite them to your wedding.
Dude, the weirdest thing is that like these people will talk shit about me and then they want to hang out with me so bad.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm like, wait, do you love me or do you hate me?
That's what they do. They like you, so then they talk crap about you.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's getting dark. So,
thank you guys for tuning in. I know this is a little bit of a different video, but I just had to get that off my chest because
get it off your chest.
you know, because I say things with my chest and people just don't. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you on the next episode.